A federal court has dismissed all challenges Tuesday to a provision in a controversial Texas fetal heartbeat abortion ban. I'm Haley Spivey.
I'm Amber McKnight.
And this is Panther News Network. Here's what's going on today. A federal court has dismissed all challenges Tuesday to a provision in the controversial Texas fetal heartbeat abortion ban. The Fifth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals sent the legal challenge against the 6-week abortion ban back to the state Supreme Court with order to dismiss all challenges. Having received the ruling of the Texas Supreme Court has named official defendants may not enforce the provision of the Texas Heartbeat Act. The court remains the case with the instructions to dismiss all challenges to the private enforcement provision of the statute and to consider whether plaintiffs have standing to the challenge. The ruling said, check out this interview from Fox News.
Okay, I want to give you a chance to respond to some criticism. This was a piece posted at NBCnews.com by a freelance reporter, and they say the movie is misleading. They say there is no defense of what Gosnell did, and we all know, I mean, he was convicted on multiple counts of first-degree murder, but there's also no comparison between what he did and what a legitimate trained abortion doctor or provider does. That is where the film becomes purposefully misleading. Phelan, what do you say to that?
Well, Gosnell was allowed to kill for 20, 30 years without any inspections, even though the law said it was supposed to be inspected. Abortion was this sacred space where women were literally being carried out dead, children were being murdered. But, you know, so there's that he was allowed to kill. And, you know, when you look at the film, one of the most important scenes is when the good abortionist, when a legal abortion is described. That's what shocked the jury most of all. Comfort care, which actually echoed what Governor Northam said recently about how you deal with a live birth, because Gosnell murdered them, and then the good abortionist was asked, how is it done really? And there wasn't that much difference. Yeah,
I want to play a little bit of that from the movie. This was Dr. North, who was called as an expert witness to talk about that she herself had done thousands of abortions, but she was confronted with the situation and what happens if a baby survives. Here's a slice of the movie.
What would you do if the baby was out and it was breathing?
We would issue comfort care.
Comfort care. Can you define that for us?
That's keeping the fetus warm and comfortable. Eventually it will pass.
Eventually it would pass.
Okay, and you remarked at how much that was so similar to what we later heard from Virginia Governor Ralph Northam, a doctor himself, but I want to play for people again what he said that sparked so much of this conversation.
The infant would be delivered. The infant would be kept comfortable. The infant would be resuscitated if that's what the mother and the family desired.
And a striking parallel.
Oh, it's extraordinary. It's interesting. I mean, the reason why we made this film in the first place was because of comfort care. When we heard this from the trial, this description, as Phelan said, what the good abortionist, the legal abortionist described as what was legal in America, what's already illegal. You could neglect a baby to death. That's the reason we made this movie. And, you know, the criticism that, that Gosnell is an aberration and all of that, the truth is the reason we made this film, the reason this film is so relevant, is for what was said at the trial that was never reported on, that it is legal in America to neglect a child to death. And obviously now everyone knows that that's true because we've heard the testimony from Governor Northam, Governor Gosnell, as many people have called him. So that, I think that the problem that NBC and all the rest of them and Slate and all the rest of them have is the truth. They don't like the truth. And the great thing about this trial was that you had these you know, legal abortionists describing what a legal abortion is like when it's done well. You know, this is what it's like when it's done well. And they talk about, you know, you pull out an arm or a leg or something like that. And these are not pro-life activists. These are people who think that what they're doing is legitimate. And to hear that and to have that testimony, we thought it was incredibly valuable. And that's the reason we made this film, you know, and so many people have responded to it. And I think it's the reason why we were invited to have this screening at the White House, because people don't know. And when they do know, like President Trump, they don't like it. And he, you know, his reaction to Governor Northam, to this infanticide that is already legal in America, was complete shock, and he wanted to know more. And I think, as I said, highlighting this film in the White House was a very strong statement from this administration about their dissatisfaction with the law as it stands and their...
On Tuesday, Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt signed a bill explicitly prohibiting the use of non-binary gender markers on state birth certificates, which many experts say this type of ban is the first of its kind in the nation. The bill follows a flap last year over the Oklahoma State Department of Health agreements in a civil rights case allowing non-binary options. An Oklahoma-born Oregon resident sued the agency after they initially refused the request, which led to the birth certificate case. People who are non-binary do not identify with the traditional male or gender assignment. As a result, Governor Stitt issued an executive order prohibiting any changes to a person's gender on the birth certificate despite the settlement agreements. A civil rights group challenged the executive order in federal court, but the state has yet to respond. Many states only offer male or female options on birth certificates. However, Oklahoma is the first to write the non-binary prohibition into law. Check out the story from Gabriel Adams.
On this day, every April 27th, National Denim and Teal Day occurs, where we as a people showcase and advocate for support for those who are survivors of sexual assault and to help making the world a better place.
Each year, the Spelman College community observes International Denim Day. Denim Day grew out of a 1998 Italian Supreme Court decision that overturned a rape conviction because the victim wore tight jeans. An 18-year-old girl is picked up by her married 45-year-old driving instructor for her very first lesson. He takes her to an isolated road, pulls her out of the car, wrestles her out of one leg of her jeans, and forcefully rapes her. Threatened with death if she tells anyone, he makes her drive the car home. Later that night, she tells her parents, and they help and support her to press charges.
The perpetrator gets arrested and is prosecuted. He is convicted of rape and sentenced to jail. He appeals the sentence. The case makes it all the way to the Supreme Court. Within a matter of days, the case against the driving instructor is overturned, dismissed, and the perpetrator is released.
In a statement by the chief judge, he argued because the victim wore very, very tight jeans, she had to help him remove them. And by removing the jeans, it was no longer rape, but consensual sex.
Enraged by the verdict, within a matter of hours, the women in the Italian parliament launched into immediate action and protested by wearing jeans to work.
This call to action motivated and emboldened the California Senate and Assembly to do the same.
People all over the world were outraged, and wearing jeans became an international symbol of protest
against erroneous and destructive attitudes and myths surrounding sexual assault.
I wear jeans as a statement.
I wear jeans as a statement.
There is no excuse.
There is no excuse.
And never an invitation to rape.
As we approach this important day, make sure to wear teal and denim, and also keep in mind that this is also an event that is held nationwide. This event was involved with RSVP, Relationship and Sexual Violence Prevention Program, and Prairie A&M University's Health Services Organization, and was hosted by Student Counseling Services from the Office of Student Engagement Make sure to follow RSVP on Twitter and Instagram, and also with your photo of yourself in teal and denim in support of Sexual Assault Awareness Month and in support of Denim Day. Make sure to post your picture in your teal and denim and tag either Instagram and or Twitter page for RSVP. If you need ADA accessibility assistance, call 936-261-3585. This is Gabriel Adams, and this is Panther News Network.
Prairie View A&M University has its annual spring football game this past Saturday. The stadium was packed out with students, alumni, and supportive parents. Plenty of vendors were present from all different kinds of industries. We got an opportunity to check out those vendors. Here's a clip from Saturday.
Hello everyone, I'm Catherine Down. I'm here at the Pantherland event here at KPVU outside the KPVU Stadium. I'm here with T.L. Johnson. He's going to tell us a little bit about his business.
So these books are about morally based stories for children that look like you and me, that started with talking to my own kids. And where I started with this book right here, Nefertiti and the Great Lake, which is about the most beautiful princess in the world that had to give her melanin to all the other kids in the world so they can be as beautiful as her. Ramses is about the biggest, strongest, fastest kid that learns that until his mind is challenged and engaged and the rest of the muscles don't matter. Tut is about teaching kids the value of the things that are priceless, versus, he has all the material things in the world, but the things that are priceless are like your family and so on and so forth. And then Cleopatra is about the smart, capable woman who can do anything that her brothers can do. She's kind of marginalized that way. And the whole point of it was to take historical kings and queens and have a conversation that instead of the Snow Whites and the Elsas of the world, you can look at yourself and like I was telling you earlier, this kid, he sees this book and says, oh, this looks just like me, and that's the whole point. 30 years ago, I didn't have that, and 30 years ago, it's still not that, so it'll be a change, right? So that's what we're doing here. So
what made you come up with the idea?
It started off with that. I always loved reading, and I never saw myself in the books, and then when I got older and I started having kids, there were no books to give them. So, you got to be the change that you want to see. So, that's what I did.
Thank you so much. So, tell us about your business, what you have today.
So, today we have a variety of apparel and accessories. We have pop charms along with pops. We also sell like hoodies and shorts, socks, bonnets for your hair, do-rags, that sort of thing.
And do you have any social media we can follow, or like an online store where people can order things?
It's waversthatheart.com is on there, our social media. If you want to reach us at Instagram, it's wavers.at.heart.apparel, and then you see everything that we have on there. We post daily. If you was to support us and buy something, we post it on our page, show appreciation and everything.
Okay, my name is Reggie Chenault. Okay, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, I got licensed since the 20 HBCU.
Oh, wow.
And I've been doing this since 1995. Going around different schools and selling my merchandise and things of that nature. I love selling HBCU up. I'm married to a family grad. So we have an HBCU family that's been working.
That's the one? All right.
Very good school. And I just enjoy doing it. I just enjoy being around my folks, and I enjoy the culture, and I enjoy the travel.
Real cool sports.
So it's just really fun for me.
And PV is your favorite, right?
This week, yes. I do like PV. One thing I will say about PV that I noticed, they're some of the nicest people I ever met when I first did your homecoming before COVID. I really, really enjoyed being down here. They treated me really, really well. That's why I'm back now. So
I'm glad you enjoyed being with us and we were quite
y'all were good. You gotta understand, I was coming from Atlanta, so I was doing all the stuff that was over there on the East Coast. This is the farthest west I've been for HBCU. So, and that's the farthest I'm going to come. PV is going to be my last stop, and then I'm headed back. Everything on the east.
Well, safe travels, and thank you for the interview.
Okay, no problem. You're welcome.
Hi, this is Marjorie on Panther News Network, and I'm with Angela Hair Care. And so I'm going to ask her a couple questions. She's here with Pantherland on PVMU's campus. So hello.
Hi.
What is your name?
Hello everyone, my name is Asia Jackson. I'm the founder of Angelic Hair Care, and we specialize in all natural hair and skincare products. Our first product that we have is our multi-purpose flaxseed butter. You can use this product as a daily moisturizer for your hair and your skin. It is shea butter based and it goes on really, really smooth, and a little goes a long way. The moisture lasts all day. Then we also sell African black soap. You can use this as a deep cleanser / deep exfoliator for the entire body. Then we also sell authentic Jamaican black hair spray. It is in its purest form. You can use this as a hair growth serum. It'll control your hair. Yes.
Hello, I'm here with Luxury Goods Brand, and I have Faith here with me today, and I just wanted to ask y'all, hold on. Last but not least.
Yeah, your alumni 2004, electrical engineer.
Period. So, okay. So, when was this company founded, and what made you start this company?
Well, so my wife right there, that's over there, if you want to get the shot, that's working and stuff, this was her idea. I ain't gonna get back to work. She get it done. But it was her idea, and we started in 2014. And so it's owned by alumni. Students design the merchandise. Students work the booth. And future students also work the booth. So that's what we're about. We're about empowering people, not just out here just being regular vendors. And we are officially licensed. And so y'all know the website is shoppammu.com. But I'll let y'all talk to the people.
Yes.
I'll be graying in my beard.
Yes. So, what is your favorite thing about working here at Luxury?
Well, since today is my first day working here, I am willing to encourage students to come and buy goods. It's always good to buy from alumni. We're out here trying to work and empower and sell goods for not only PV students, but people outside of PV as well.
Thank you. And what is your favorite part about coming out today?
I like this because we get to interact with people, we get to communicate with people, and we get to learn about them.
One more thing, you forgot to tell them about the free chili cheese fries that come with the job.
Oh, chili cheese fries, they taste good. You like them? Okay. If you have no plans this upcoming Sunday, come out and support the Prairie View A&M University Department of Music as they present Making Our Garden Grow, an evening of scenes featuring Bernstein, Breton, Lassiere, Mozart, and Pergolesi, and Noel. Again, the event will take place on Sunday, May 1st, 2022 at 5 p.m., which will be held in the H. Edison Anderson Recital Hall, Hobart Taylor Building, which is free admission. So come out and give your support. Thank you for staying with us this morning. Gabriel Adams will join us with the weather report after this commercial break. And here's the weather report from Gabriel Adams.
Hello, everyone. Have a lovely, wonderful Wednesday morning. As we see today, it's going to be nice and sunny. Actually, we have a high of 82 degrees and a low of 63 degrees. Throughout the morning progression, we go to a temperature of 69 degrees, nice and sunny with marginal chance for rain. When we progress on into the afternoon hours, we're definitely going to have partly sunny, partly cloudy, with temperatures going around in the 80-degree range. Almost at the peak of the day's temperature, 82 degrees. We progress on into the evening night hours, still with marginal chance for rain, with a temperature of 70 degrees. And into overnight hours, might be partly cloudy, along with the temperature being 64 degrees, right next to the low of 63 degrees. Keep that in mind. So when you do go out, as a matter of fact, it may be 82 degrees, but please be careful because heat index is quite deceptive. Maybe 82 degrees, but it will feel like 95 degrees. So please keep in mind to have a bottle of water on standby. Make sure if you are out and active to also keep active wear spray tan on nearby, along with sunscreen nearby as well. But also keep in mind, if you are going out, you might want to consider a jacket as well. It's going to be a nice and sunny day for a lovely Wednesday, as a matter of fact. And back to you, Haley.
Jackson State University senior Camilla Phipps has been missing for a week, but there are signs that she may be in Virginia. Phipps' bank account shows that she purchased a one-way Greyhound bus ticket out of Mississippi on Thursday. After the stop in Richmond, the bus continued to New York. However, Camilla paid $239, the exact amount to get from Mississippi to Richmond. The bank account also revealed that a purchase from Arthur Ashe Boulevard near the bus station. Surveillance pictures from the ice cream shop shows Phipps making her purchase at 7:33 p.m. Another purchase was made at the CVS on Broad Street as a few blocks over, but her mother says that there has been no other transactions since then. We've been monitoring her card activity, and there has been no activity since the purchase at CVS. And she says she still has money in her account. The family also reached out to T-Mobile, who found Phipps' last location was in Richmond on Friday. Her phone now goes directly to voicemail, leaving mounting questions for the family. Netflix is one of the most common streaming services that individuals use. However, after the company stated to the public that they are trying to prevent password sharing and adding advertisements into their streaming plans, Netflix stocks has went down. However, Netflix recently announced that they will be canceling one of their most fan-favorite and popular shows, Raising Dion, after only 2 seasons. The unfortunate news was revealed by series star Sammy Haney, who shared with us on Instagram. Haney stated, "Sad to say that Raising Dion is canceled. Thank you for all of the amazing support we got from all of our wonderful fans. Season 2 was a success equal to Season 1. Even just looking at how many people watched all of it and wanted a Season 3. Moreover, if you haven't had a chance to watch the show, Raising Dion is on Netflix. I recommend that you do. I promise you will not be disappointed. Also, here's a quick trailer clip of the show."
Give me this video.
How's Dion doing? I miss my little man. I'm telling you, Nicole, that kid is something special.
You're such a special kid. You're charming, smart, very handsome.
Mom. Pat said you were asking about your dad.
My mom won't tell me what happened. Just says it was a storm.
Mister! I've got your doll! Something is happening with Dion.
We should figure out how to get it under control.
How long do you think you can keep this up? The government was tracking people who got superpowers.
I know a few things about Dion. The storms are drawn to your son.
Where's my son? Ma'am, where is my son? It's you and me. You and me.
And that concludes our show this morning. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. This was Panther News Network. I'm Haley Spivey.
I'm Amber McKnight.
And thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.